I'm Bill Mahoney.
And I'm Mark Patton.
And we're talking Thunderdome 35, a 2-year celebration of the great players and coaches who made the Thunderdome what it is, a great basketball venue. And today we're talking to one of the coaches, UCSB women's basketball coach Mark French. His ticket says leader of legends, and I don't think there's any more apt word for Mark French than leader.
Yes, you know, the thing about Mark French is he really developed his athletes as people. I think everyone who ever came through his program said that he did more to develop them in that realm than in anything else. He introduced them to different kind of books and different ways of looking at things, and he changed so many lives of all the women he coached.
I think the thing that also is impressive about Mark French is not only did he change the players he coached, but he changed himself. He really brought in diversity into the UCSB women's basketball program, something that had not previously necessarily existed, and he really nurtured that. So truly a leader in that sense, but also a leader in the sense that he is the winningest coach in Big West Conference history for women's basketball, took this program to innumerable NCAA tournaments, but did it with class. Never at any point were you embarrassed to be watching one of his team's players being part of a program that Mark French was part of. Somebody who this university can take great pride in, a former UCSB baseball player as well as basketball player here at UCSB, Mark French.
His self-deprecating humor is some of the best. I remember I first saw Mark French actually at a UCSB baseball game. He was a pitcher here. I was in high school, and they were playing USC in the NCAA tournament here in 1972, and he gave up a home run that he says has not landed yet to beat the Gauchos, and that it was a super regional to get the Gauchos into Omaha, and Mark French still makes fun of himself about that pitch. But he also had played basketball here, was the backup to one of the all-time greats, Doug Rex, and decided that baseball is probably the way for him to go. And thank goodness he went back into basketball as a coach.
You know, the funny thing is, Mark, you talk about how kind of self-effacing he was in his self-deprecating humor. I remember on 2 occasions, once where he guaranteed if the team won either a certain game or a conference tournament, I don't remember that, or NCAA tournament game, he was going to dye his hair blonde, and he did that. He followed through on that, and also the shaving of his mustache. But I think also the other thing that really stands out for me with him is that for all of his wins and for all of his titles and for all of his NCAA tournaments, we can recall him for so many other things, and I think that really speaks for how well-rounded he is, and that's Mark French. I'm Bill Mahoney, along with Mark Patton, and we're talking Thunderdome 35.